Everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Lmacncheese, and today got a mini kind of patch. This is a patch preview actually for the new changes coming up to Wayfinder. Starting off this year, well, I'm starting off this year, but we're getting into some pretty good changes. If the title is Performance and Optimization Patch Preview, which I've been seeing a lot. So I think it's another hot topic is still performance of the game. I'm running on like a 1070 GTX, NVIDIA 1070, GeForce 1070, and it runs okay. I was on a 3080, it ran great in my 3080 when I had that, but the 1070 could definitely use a bit more optimization. I don't know if you're working more toward the high end or the low end, but you're gonna meet somewhere and make the game run actually smooth. Cause it runs great in dungeons. I think it's always been the problem is the overworld that is the game. You know, when you're in the outworld, stuff like that. The Highlands is the biggest issue. And if the next update, well, when that next big update brings the new big open map world, new open world big thing they're doing, it might you're gonna need to have something in the background to kind of smooth it out. So that aside, let's get into the reading of this patch preview on January 23rd, 2024. Patch preview performance improvements, 6 major changes to enhance performance and stability. Subtitle, 6 major changes to enhance performance. Well, you kind of just said that. It's time to optimize. We hope players have been enjoying the first iteration of the job board preview, which I kind of have, except for last week where they kind of hold me out of like 25,000, was it memory echoes or echo memories, whatever, the echo dust, because they were just testing out. We're actively reviewing and playing adjustments to the system based on the mountain of feedback provided by all of you, which I think they did, surely. Our next patch will include quite a few job-related fixes and changes thanks to community's help. As we showcase in our Q1 roadmap, this patch will primarily focus on optimization rather than content. And if you need the roadmap, I'll have a link down in the description for that, down below. We remain committed to securing the foundation of the game, which is very good. And we've heard players loud and clear. You want better performance, fewer disconnects, and a more stable experience. Yes. The team's big hope of this patch is that we've made a significant leap forward in terms of client overall responsiveness and stability, which is really promising to hear, actually. Shader pre-compilation. Upon startup, we will now perform shader pre-compilation, that's the word, right away, as opposed to when you encounter content. This will significantly reduce hitching, stuttering, and input lag when encountering certain abilities, enemies, and biomes. Interesting. Okay. Skylight and Highlands asset optimization. So I was just talking about this. Our tech teams have conducted numerous passes of optimization areas like Skylight and the Highlands, reducing dense amounts of geometry and assets, a major H-load, hierarchical level of detail. I'm fucking off with it today. Pass we completed to trim the fat of excessive assets, causing unnecessary processing burdens. See, I hope they don't like kind of. I mean, I know there's things people won't even know, like a couple crates missing here and there, and some background stuff and all that kind of things, little niche stuff like that. But I'm me personally, which I might be a majority, which I probably am in our small community, is I love attention to detail. You know, like crates over here, back there's a bunch of beer bottles and stuff like that in the bar and stuff like that. I like stuff like that. But if they reduce some of the clutter, performance, you know, I can see why they would do that. Lighting overhaul. We have overhauled the way we process lighting, reduce complexity, minimize overlapping lights, and remove shadows on light sources that were unnecessary. This has resulted in a significant lower process burden when rendering illuminated areas. I hope the game still looks good though, because Wayfinders is probably one of the best looking games. Well, I mean, it's up there, not like the best looking, but like the art direction and the lighting and just the overall smoothness of the way the game looks is, I think, is best to none. Personally, quality performance mode added for PS5. That's really good right there. I like when they have those modes where you can switch from performance to quality. So you can, like, if you don't care for, like, you know, ray tracing and stuff like that, you can just put on to performance and stuff like that to keep your smooth 60 FPS. That's how constant feature will allow PlayStation 5 players to be able to choose between higher graphical fidelity or improved frame rate achieved to near locked 60 FPS. Near locked. So they're still working on it, of course. So, and hopefully when it comes to Xbox do this, and I'm still waiting for is the higher requested feature to change the game on any window that I please. So get monitor 1, 2, or 3. Y'all are watching. Also, real quick, if I'm for Wayfinder teams watching this, can y'all post this on your website? You have a whole website and you don't really do much with it. The last update was from like November 13th or 14th or something like that. And if you're posting these, you should really post them on your website so people who, you know, I know there's a great outlets to go to for like Steam and Reddit and stuff like that, but update your page, please. Anyway, improvements to the asset loading. We have increased the buffer period for asset streaming regions, which will result in significantly less hitching when traversing larger areas with lots of details and players. This will have a greater impact on machines that are closer to our minimum requirements that are the higher end machines. See, this is I was just talking about this. We're gonna try and after we try to both the lower end into the higher, but this is good for me because my 1070 is kind of chugging along. So. Back-end inventory optimizations. Our netcode has undergone significant improvements to inventory tracking in an effort to reduce server and transaction loads. This includes optimizing the amount of players data sent to the server, cutting instances of required bandwidth in half in some cases. I'm so off. I'm sorry, y'all. One day, we hope this significantly reduces disconnects for players who have logged many hours of Wayfinder and have very large inventories, long players time history, lots of histories and logs. We have also performed a major optimization of multiplayer data infrastructure, which will reduce server load, hitches, and potential disconnects from players with especially large inventories during the server you are on. Okay, it don't work like that. That's interesting. Okay. As January comes to a close, we want to again thank you all of our dedicated fans who continue to show their love for Wayfinder and will fear post every day, as well as welcome all the new faces we are seeing around Evernorth. Our next patch review will focus on some of the exciting UI and gameplay changes you can expect from patches 0.2.4 coming in early February. Okay. Exciting UI and gameplay changes, huh? I would have no idea those would be. Besides maybe like some weapon buffs. I mean, gameplay changes, probably weapon buffs. Maybe some ability changes. I'm still hoping for the echoes to have stats that you can see percentage wise, like how much crit rating is this equivalent to, like a crit chance, how much crit power is this adding to like a multiplier, stuff like that, how much resilience is this. So hopefully that is what they're gonna do, because I like, as much as this game needs content, it's always going to be that groundwork. We got to start at the bottom and then work on the way up. And we're going to see some nice changes. And I can't wait for early February. I feel like I said this like last time, did the whole big patch, but I can't not wait to see this next big patch. Hopefully I will too. Hopefully I'll share some comments with me down below. Have some discussions about what's going on with this game. And I might do a nice kind of reading Steam comments next time too. Instead of reading Reddit, do like Reddit, and then we'll read Steam comments and stuff like that. Some other opinions from a different source, stuff like that. But I think that's gonna be it. It's a little shorter preview, just something to talk about, let people know, get the word out there. And I think, yeah, that's about it. Everybody out there, take it easy.